There are many people who, on the surface, do not support preventative detention, and I want to make it clear that I have no quarrel with such people. Some of the arguments put forward by people who are opposing preventative detention are valid reasons. The concerns that they have are valid reasons. But I do have a difficulty with the leader of the opposition and other members of the opposition who are now using things that are clearly not true to kind of trigger some reaction from people in terms of this measure. In the letter, he states that the 90-day period of consultation is fast expiring, and in fact that he's suggesting that what the government will do is try to rush consultations at the end of that period to try to meet the 90-day deadline. Well, that is completely flawed. The Constitution speaks about a minimum of 90 days being able to go by before the amendment can be brought back, before the bill can be brought back to the House for a second reading. A minimum means it can be more. And in the committee meeting, as he points out, indeed, the Constitution and Foreign Affairs Committee meeting that we had, we did indicate that the reason why we did not start the consultations is because we wanted to first have the drafters work on the accompanying legislation, which is really the fleshing out of how preventative detention would work if it is indeed able to get to that stage as a result of having it being enabled in the Constitution by the 8th Amendment Bill. So for the leader of the opposition to say, first of all, that the 90-day period is expiring is a flawed argument, because there is nothing that says you have to do it within 90 days. It cannot be less than 90 days, but it can certainly be more. And there is no difficulty, nothing illegal, nothing unconstitutional about that. So to indicate that that is unconstitutional, which he did in the letter, is flawed. He also requests in the letter that we introduce the accompanying legislation, which is really what would flesh out the details of the preventative detention regime. Now, if there is not the enabling environment in the Constitution for this, that would not work. And he should well know that to be the case. We did indicate that